Hello everyone, welcome back to Relax and Rewatch, the place where we break down your favorite TV characters, sitcoms, iconic pop culture moments, and everything in between. And today, oh boy, do we have a treat for you. Grab your cosmopolitan because we are about to take a deep dive into one of TV's most iconic characters of all time, Carrie Bradshaw. Carrie Bradshaw, a name that's synonymous with the 90s, Sex and the City, and let's face it, pretty much everything fashion related in the early 2000s. But who is she really? Beyond the stiletto heels, the column writing career, and those unforgettable Malone-Planics, what makes Carrie Bradshaw Carrie? Is she the ultimate single girl in New York, or just a walking contradiction wrapped in tulle and too much eyeliner? Well, in today's video, we're diving deep into the complexities, contradictions, and of course, the fabulous moments that made Carrie Bradshaw one of the most loved and sometimes hated characters in TV history. Alright, let's start with the basics. Carrie Bradshaw is not your typical protagonist. She's the narrator of her own story. But as we watch her navigate the highs and lows of relationships, friendships, and the life in New York, it becomes pretty clear. Carrie is a walking contradiction. For example, she's a writer, but she has an amazing Manhattan apartment. How does she make that work? Carrie's financial situation is a disaster, but we are still rooting for her. Why? Well, she's real in a way that feels aspirational to some people. Her struggles with love and life are messy, but we have all been there, right? Her vulnerability is paired with this confidence that lets us believe that despite her flaws, she's got it all together, at least in the most fabulous way possible. Okay, now let's talk relationships. Carrie's love life is like a roller coaster, and we're all strapped in, hands up, screaming for dear life. First, there's Beck, the man we love to hate, but also secretly hope she ends up with. Then there's Aiden, the sweet, down-to-earth guy who actually treats her well. But of course, she can't seem to really hold it together with him. So what's the deal with Beck? For years, Carrie chases this man who's emotionally unavailable, yet she can't seem to let go. Is he the perfect example of the one that got away? Or is Carrie just a sucker for trauma? And don't even get me started on Aiden, the perfect guy who always gets overlooked in favor of a guy who keeps breaking her heart. But here's the thing, Carrie isn't looking for the perfect relationship. She's looking for the story. She's the kind of woman who wants to write the narrative, and sometimes that means stepping into the chaos. Okay, let's talk fashion, because this is where Carrie Bradshaw really shines. She's a style icon. No one could pull off wearing a tutu on a city street and make it look so effortless. But is Carrie's fashion just fun and quirky? Or is it a deeper statement about her character? Carrie doesn't just wear clothes, she wears her mood. Each outfit tells a story, whether it's the dramatic feathered number or the simple jeans and tee combo that screams, I'm cool, but not trying too hard. And let's not forget about those Manolos. Carrie's obsession with these shoes isn't just about looking fabulous. It's about the freedom and independence she feels when she's walking down those New York streets. And here's the kicker. She doesn't always have the money for them, but her passion for fashion is her way of expressing herself and escaping the realities of her sometimes messy life. Now, we can't forget about Carrie's growth as a character. At the start of the series, she's the epitome of the hot mess, juggling love, work, and relationships. Sometimes gracefully, other times, not so much. But as the series progresses, we see her evolve. She starts understanding that relationships aren't just about finding love. They're about knowing herself, embracing independence, and learning to accept her flaws. Carrie shows us that love is complicated. Careers aren't always glamorous, and sometimes the greatest relationship you'll have is with yourself. Her story is all about taking risks, embracing the messiness of life, and being okay with not having it all figured out. She's flawed, but that's what makes her so damn relatable. So, why does Carrie Bradshaw still matter to us all these years later? It's because at her core, she's a dreamer, a fighter, and a person who makes mistakes, learns, and keeps going. She reminds us that even in our most chaotic moments, there's beauty in figuring things out and owning our individuality. She's the ultimate example of living life out loud. And maybe, just maybe, you are still waiting for your own big or that perfect Aiden to come around. But in the meantime, Carrie Bradshaw teaches us that sometimes the best love story is the one you have with yourself. If you love this deep dive into Carrie Bradshaw's world, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. I got plenty more character deep dives, TV analysis, and pop culture breakdowns coming your way. And hey, let's keep the conversation going. Drop a comment and tell me, what do you think of Carrie? Is she a romantic hero or just a hot mess in fabulous shoes? Catch you next time, and remember, don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Bye guys.